Hi, so in this one we're going to talk about deep versus shallow copies. Now I could have talked about this with objects, but I feel like it makes a little more sense talking about it with arrays first. So when I make an array, int array, I'm just going to call this one a equals a new, let me give this some numbers. I'm going to give it 10, 20, 30, and 40. And then I'm going to make int array b, and I'm going to set this one to be a. This is very interesting. I'm going to print both of these out. Print line A and print line B. Now this is going to give us the memory location. So instead what I need to do is I need to import java.util.arrays. And this is going to give us all sorts of useful array functions. So now instead of printing out the memory addresses of each of them, I can say arrays.toString. And I'll put a inside of those parentheses. And I'll do the same thing down here. So now instead of printing out memory locations, I'm going to print out the actual numbers in there. But before I stop and before I hit run, pay very close attention that these two are the exact same thing. Awesome. So now I have a copy of this one. Now I'm going to change this a little. It's like when you copy somebody's homework and you want to make it look, you want it to be right, but you don't want to make it look like you copied it, right? So now I'm going to say b at index, let's say index 3, right? Plus equals 3. No, I'm going to do 4. I'm going to add 4 to the last index, right? Index 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. B has a copy of it. So this one should be 43 on the B array, and this one should still be 40 on the first array. They both changed. After I added 4, they both changed. Why did they do this? Why did they do this? I only changed B. What the heck? Well, remember when I printed out their memory locations on accident? Let me print line A and print line B. Look, they both have the exact same memory location. There aren't 2 arrays. There's 1 array. And 2 different variables point to that same array. Look at this. You have some array. This section over here is your memory, right? You have an array, and you have a variable called A, and you said this one is that. Then you said B is equal to whatever A is pointing at, which is this as well. It doesn't make a copy of it. It just points to it. So when you change one, they both point to the same thing. So it changes both of them, right? Instead, what we need to do is we need to make a brand new array, okay? We would need to do something like new int array 4, and then copy everything over. When I do this, now these things are completely separate. Look, their memory locations are different. They have different values. I didn't copy them over. But when I add a number to 4, when I add a number to B, it doesn't add to the first one. Very important. This is gonna pop up in one of your assignments. So the first way we did it, where they both pointed to the same thing, this is called a shallow copy. Did I spell shallow right? Oh my god, how am I a teacher and I cannot spell? Shallow. No, I did. This is like, you ever have that really shallow person in your life where you're like, I don't know, it works, but like they're being superficial or whatever. This is like a superficial copy. Shallow is bad. It's bad. If you were to actually make a brand new array, right? If you were to make a brand new one and copy all the values over manually, and then make a variable and point it to that, this would be a deep copy. This is good. This is what we want to be doing. Deep copies, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. You could use a for loop to go through this. You could use let me see, array copy. I forget what the exact syntax for this is. I don't even know if this is on the exam, but let me see, Java array copy. It's in there somewhere. You can look it up. I don't think it's going to be on the exam, but this is going to be on the exam. Very important. Alrighty. Hopefully that makes sense. I'll see you in the next video.